Today's episode is brought to you in part by viewers like you.
All right, did you just do PBS?
Yeah, I did.
And welcome back to Worth the Dram. I am Red.
And I'm Grim. This is your home for whiskey reviews, doggone good opinions, and masterfully crafted humor.
Ooh, wow.
Are you... Why do you sound like you're on NPR now?
I mean, you went PBS, so I figured I'd go NPR.
Okay.
Well, you know, in part by viewers like you.
So yeah, we say in part because this episode is also brought to you courtesy of the Dogmaster Distillery in Columbia, Missouri. I gotta so it's the dream, honestly.
Yes.
We were relative nobodies when Lisa contacted us on Instagram.
Yeah.
And said that I have to get a couple bottles of bourbon in your hand.
Yes. So I honestly, Lisa, everybody at Dogmaster, can't thank you guys enough. Yeah. Can't thank you guys enough. It's amazing. We joked when we started this channel that this was going to pay for our whiskey habit.
Eventually, yeah.
Eventually, that was the goal. Yeah, Lisa, everybody at Dogmaster, thank you guys very much. Sending us a couple bottles, and I can't wait to get into them.
Yeah. So I guess quick PSA to all of our other YouTube buddies, especially like smaller channels like us. It only goes to show what you can accomplish with quality content and a plucky attitude.
Don't say plucky.
We don't know what it means.
We don't know what it means. So,
Dogmaster.
Opened in Missouri.
Columbia, Missouri.
Founded in 2014 by Van and Lisa Hawxby in Columbia, Missouri.
Very good.
Which I forgot to put on the notes.
I got you. I mean, that's why there's two of us.
I appreciate that. Van kind of combined his background behind the bar experience with his promoting experience and kind of love and desire to do distilling work.
Mm-hmm.
That's what kind of led to what Dogmaster, what led to its formation.
Yep. Forging your own path. And,
yeah, exactly.
I guess the definition for the term Dogmaster.
Yeah, fun fact.
Is this your fun fact?
That's your fun fact.
Is it mine? I've always put it in that corner.
Fun fact.
So, yeah, fun fact. I'm just going to take it straight from the bottle. Dogmaster, noun, verb. They use it as a verb.
Noun and verb.
Person who does their own thing. One who doesn't settle for the status quo.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It came from Van's college life.
That's the fun fact.
That's the fun fact.
Yeah.
I guess I'll take it. It came from Van's college life. Whenever the group of the guys were going out, and one of the group was like, "No, I'm gonna stay in tonight, or I'm gonna work on homework, or I'm gonna go do something. I'm gonna go hang out with this chick." That guy was the Dogmaster because he was going and doing his own thing.
Okay. Bag it. Patent. Copyright reserved.
They did copyright it. It's there.
I just want to point out, so Dogmaster doesn't just focus on bourbon whiskey. They actually do rum, gin. In fact, their gin was actually recently listed.
I'm looking at Sam's face, reading my handwriting.
She keeps leaning over. She's like trying to peek at the notes. My wife keeps looking at the notes because we're fumbling through them, and she honestly, I don't think she can believe that it's this hard for us.
Or I don't think she can read my handwriting.
Because I don't know what some of those words are.
Oh, fair enough. All right.
You have bad writing.
I do. I should have been a doctor.
You should have been a doctor. So to finish this thought, their gin was recently featured in USA Spirits ratings.
Yeah.
As top 10, one of the top 10 gins to try in 2020.
Yeah, and that's pretty cool.
We'll link to, because actually, so Lisa sent us the article, and we'll link to it in our description.
Yeah.
Check it out.
So one thing I also want to note is during the pandemic, they also changed some of their production facility to do hand sanitizer for the local community.
Yep.
Which is awesome. We had Del Bach here did the same thing.
Yep.
But I mean, that's cool when you have local companies jumping in like that, helping out.
Yeah.
So definitely wanted to call that out. So we got 2 on the bar today.
We have 2, so I think we should at least get started a little early.
Yeah.
So I think we can talk about their standard bourbon right here,
Yeah.
and then we'll get to the second bottle once we get to it.
Mash bill is the same between the both.
Yes.
Those two. So the mash bill is 60% corn, 10% oats, 10% wheat, 10% wheat, and 20% malted barley.
Wheat.
Wheat?
So it's not just the same mash bill like it was made the same. It's actually the same bourbon.
Yeah.
So what they do with their double barrel select, it's like a limited release. So whatever they have left over from a bourbon batch, they will partner with one of their local neighbors.
Yeah.
And double age the bourbon.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I happen to know with meeting. Actually, you know what? Thank you, Dennis, for actually trucking this down for us.
Yes. Can't get this in Arizona.
Nope.
On the shelves.
Can't get it a lot of places, actually.
Unless you have somebody who drives it from Missouri to Arizona for you.
I think he flew.
Flies from...
He could have drove.
He could have. Yeah.
Fun fact.
Traveled.
I have a fun fact. So when I met Dennis, we actually sat down and had lunch and talked about the distillery and their practices and their bourbon trail that they're putting together. Well, I'll get to that. The fun fact is we actually sat down and had lunch about 2 streets over from where I bought this bar top.
Really?
Yeah, I drove up to Florence to get it.
That's crazy.
It's
awesome.
Just kind of serendipitous.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm going to get to pouring.
Yeah, let's get to pouring. So...
I need your glass and the jigger.
You need the jigger, I need the glass. You know what? It's been 2 weeks since we did this, and I'm all sorts of confused.
I'll take the bourbon too.
There
you
go.
Pretty full.
This is filling up. I think these 2 might actually top. Are we gonna do both?
I think we should do.
I just said it's the same bourbon.
Yeah, but
one's
finished.
One's a
differently.
barrel finished.
They're completely separate products.
They are completely separate products. So yeah, we're gonna put both of them.
I think we should put both of them.
Van, Lisa, you guys are getting priority real estate in our infinite bottle.
Yes.
I kind of want to smell the bottle.
It smells delicious. This is in there.
Ooh, that was good.
One thing, so while I was speaking with Dennis, one thing that I pointed out, like we've said, aesthetics draw your eye.
Oh yeah,
They're
sure.
secondary to taste, but
Yeah.
they have to draw your eye. I love the way that they put these bottles together.
Yeah.
So Van obsesses, no, maybe not obsesses, but like he's very attentive. Meticulous. That's a good word. He's very meticulous with the fill level here, and he keeps it just below the neck.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I commented with speaking with Dennis that the willet was probably bad because it's all neck.
Yeah. No, that's pretty cool. I do like the bottle. I mean, I'm a sucker for nice bottle shapes, and that's a nice bottle shape.
Yeah. And I got to say, the ribbon just,
Yeah.
it just adds a nice
A
touch.
little fancy little
Yeah.
ribbon on there. I also like batch. I'm also a sucker for batch number bottle numbers on bottles.
Mm-hmm.
So this is batch number 41, bottle number 86. Because that's like a
Let me put that aside.
cool little thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, so this is distilled. The first distillation of this goes up to 145 proof, which to be considered a bourbon, the max you can go up to, I think, is 150, 160.
I think so.
You know, we'll put the right amount here, and I.
You're going to make me do work in post.
Just ignore
I
what
do
I
enough.
have said. It's barreled at 115 proof and then hand bottled at 90 proof. And then it's aged in new charred vanilla white oak. I'll say on their website it says charred and toasted.
Okay.
Charred to a medium toast, I think is what it says on the website.
I like it.
So,
Well, I'm sure I like it.
I'm
see.
sure.
So, one thing I wanted to point out at the beginning, which I didn't do, is that these bottles were provided for the purpose of review,
Yes.
which we've tried since day one to come across as honest and straightforward as possible.
Yes.
So we're going to hold these to that standard regardless of how we acquired them.
Yes. Editorial policy?
Yeah.
Yeah, editorial policy.
Which, are we putting that in the description?
We can.
Yep. So no
It's
one
down
reads the
below.
description, but there's a wall of text there now.
I can smell a little bit from here, and I'm getting like almost bread.
Ooh, it is a little bready.
It's nice though. From back, I mean, from way down here.
Yeah.
Closer to the nose, I don't get as much.
I'm getting just a touch more smoke than we normally get on the nose from a bourbon,
Yeah.
and I like that.
Yeah. It's
Especially
nice.
so there's a wildfire raging like in
yeah.
in the state trust off to the
Yeah.
west. And driving to work, it makes my truck smell like Lafroig. So it's like 5:30 in the morning, and I'm like, I can't be thinking about scotch.
No, it's. I mean, you can.
But what? So the point I'm getting the roundabout is that I'm experiencing that smoke smell like every day, and it's
Yeah.
made me look forward to this. And I'm actually really, really happy that I'm getting that smoke in
Yeah.
the nose.
I was gonna say it's a mesquite fire that's going right now, so I get some Del Bach when I'm in the car.
There you go.
I'm also picking up, you know, kind of the sweet bourbon flavors, sweet bourbon scents.
I
But
feel
it's
like
almost like a.
to me they're a little subdued.
They're little, yeah. They're beneath that toast.
Yeah, it's the toast. Oh, that
Toast?
smoke. Yeah, that's it.
That's what, especially with the relatively high amount of malted barley, plus the wheat, plus the oats. I think that's
Yeah.
contributing to what I'm calling out as like toast. And
Yeah,
it's nice. It's like a
I think
it's like a warm toasted bread coming out of the.
Yeah, I think you nailed it.
But then underneath that's that sweet flavors of caramel.
I'm getting the tiniest little bit of raisin.
Like a yeah, I can
Like-
see that.
Not eating a raisin, but obviously I
Yeah.
mean, it's on the nose. But like smelling like the box of raisins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. No, I get what you're saying. I hate raisins, so. But I like craisins. I'm not getting craisins in this.
I love craisins.
Crazy for
I love craisins. I don't like raisins, and we had this
My
discussion
wife says,
before.
"Are you crazy for
It
raisins?"
took me 30 years of my life to eat a craisin.
because you
Because I just thought there were sea raisins. And
Yep.
I was like, this is not. I don't like raisins. Why would I like raisins from the
Why would
sea?
I like the third best raisins?
And I think I've said it before. I do like the higher malted barleys. In
Well, I mean,
bourbons,
because you
and
get that
it's like that body that comes through. That's the word I'm looking for.
body.
I'm trying to pick it up.
Patty.
Yeah, it's body.
Body. Sorry.
No, well, I think yeah, no, this
Body.
yeah.
I'm better right-handed than I am left-handed.
That's why I've always. There are two reasons why I always drink with my left hand on the
Yeah?
show. Yeah,
I am surprised no one's called Buffalo.
I thought about doing it first episode, and I knew it would set a terrible precedent.
Yeah, we would not be able to go beyond one episode.
Yeah,
All right, I'm excited to get to this.
yeah. Van, Lisa, Dennis, thank you very much.
Thank you. So that toast, that barrel, that's what I get first.
Yep. So I feel like there's a lot of flavor from the barrel there,
Yeah.
and there's that caramel sweetness. But this is like it's like an overdone, like an over scorched creme brulee. I don't know what the term is to make a
Yes.
creme brulee,
Yeah.
but
Burnt sugar. I'm guessing it's
Yeah.
on the top of.
this is a hot one.
It's warm and I'm still breathing it, so the
Yep.
finish is pretty good.
Good long finish.
And then it's I get a spice on the finish, so it's almost spicy. It's not pepper, but it's peppery. If that makes sense.
It actually could be. Hold on. I'm getting subtle tobacco notes, which would lead to kind of a peppery finish.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah?
I can pick up what you're putting down. I can.
That's one of my favorite ways of saying, like, yeah. Yeah, you got it.
But yeah, that's the first thing I get, and that kind of oak flavor rides through the whole. Like I breathe it the whole time.
Yep.
Beneath that though is that caramel. Those kind of.
There's a real nice bitterness in the finish, and
Yeah.
I think that's from the oak that you're
Yeah.
getting.
Yeah.
But again, like I love having the willet as a goalpost, like just like
As a bitterness scale.
a bellwether. I don't know what
Yeah.
the right term is.
Bellwether.
For
We should use bellwether more often.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does Disney not have that copyrighted?
Probably. I don't know, there's probably some fairy named Bellwether, but
you not-
Merriweather.
have you not?
Sorry.
What about Zootopia?
Oh yeah, that was a movie too.
Anyway, but
Mayor Bellwether?
No, it was Mayor Lionheart.
Oh.
Lionheart?
Yeah.
I've only seen this twice. Anyway, so we have the Willet as like a low bar for where I want my bitterness, where I want the bitterness in,
Right.
in my whiskeys.
Yeah.
You know what? Do you remember there was a bitterness in the Belle Meade that I think on the first glass I didn't care for.
Yeah.
This is above that. So this is higher on the bitter scale. I like it because it's sharing its space with that toasted caramel.
Yeah.
like
I agree with everything you're saying right now.
You
It's a good thing we're on the show together.
This doesn't make good content if we're not.
Sorry, I disagree with Grim. If you want to be my lover.
So I feel like with those subtle peppery hits that we're getting,
Sorry,
I think
we're doing something here.
I know. I think this would be actually like this would really really benefit from being in like a spicy cocktail.
Yeah. No, I agree. Wait, no, I disagree. I think it'd be better in a sweeter cocktail.
Stop doing this. Yeah, no, I enjoyed that a lot.
No, it was good. I definitely, again, I have a sweeter palate, so I like that I like the way it presented with some water in it.
Yep.
It kind of brought forward those sweet flavors, and then you were right, that vanilla kind of came forward. Because I wasn't getting a whole lot of vanilla beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
But after adding some water, that vanilla came forward.
So speaking of a sweeter palate, I happen to know that this batch of the double barrel
Ooh.
was aged in ex-brandy barrels
Ooh.
from Le Bourgeois Vineyard, which is actually that's local up to Missouri. I think it's within like 40 miles.
Yeah, did we talk about the Missouri Distillers Guild?
We didn't, but it's an incredible thing. So Van co-founded this craft distillers guild.
Yeah.
I think there's 40 plus. I can't remember if it's exactly 40 or if there's maybe like a handful more.
Yeah.
Expect to see more in years to come. I'm sure they're forming their own official bourbon trail.
Yeah.
Or whiskey trail.
Whiskey Trail.
Yep.
Spirits Trail.
Spirits trail. Craft distillery trail.
Yeah.
Something to rival the Kentucky Bourbon Trail.
Yeah.
Which I think is amazing because I mean like we've said all along like Kentucky is like bourbon mecca.
Yes.
Dogmaster in Missouri, Woodinville up in Washington. Like I'm loving these craft distilleries popping up and producing really great products, not in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Like they're doing their own thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. I see what you did there, and I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. No, for sure. And hopefully, as we expand and as we grow, maybe we'll make it up to Missouri one of these days, and we'll take a little trip. I was gonna come up with something with Missouri and like a song, but I can't think of one. No,
That has a better bottle pop.
That was good. Man, we're so close.
I think we can probably do the thing.
We can probably do the thing. Oh shh.
Whoa.
Clumsiest person I have ever met.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna have to.
That's the all right. So there's a trick with these bottles. You can't pour on a level surface. You have to pick it up. At least the first couple pours, because I spilled everywhere, and I feel like I'm doing better this time.
So you pulled a red when you first poured.
It could also be that this is just a smaller bottle. It's 90% the same.
There's a
Sugar right on top.
and there's like a red wineness.
Yep.
To it.
Maybe that's what I'm getting. Maybe it's really just that brandy influence that I'm getting. It's just a sweeter smell.
I love that like wine influence when it comes out in a whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I really enjoy that. But other than that, yes, all the same sense on the nose as the first glass,
Yep.
just with an increased sweetness, increased. We know it's the brandy, but
Yep.
it comes across as wine to me.
A little bit, yeah. I'm getting callbacks to the Sexton.
Yeah,
A little bit. Just because, I mean, that has a really, really strong sherry finish.
yeah,
I mean, granted, it's an Irish whiskey, and this is an American bourbon, so I'm like...
to be sure.
But the base smells are very, very different. But that top note...
That top note, yeah, exactly.
From the cask finish,
Exactly.
yeah, that's the callback.
We're
that
gonna
I'm
have to
getting.
start like watching perfume reviewers because they go like top note, middle note, low note.
It's
note.
hard.
We're gonna have the bottom note.
Bottom note.
Bottom note.
Bottom note.
Apple bottom note.
Bottom cheese.
Fur.
I've sniffed this enough, I think.
Cheers again.
Smoother.
And a little bit sweeter.
Yep, a little bit sweeter. A little bit spicier, I think, on the sides of my mouth. Not spicier, but tingly, prickly.
As I breathe out on the finish, I'm getting a little bit of vanilla out of my nose.
Finish is a lot shorter.
Yeah. It's interesting because I think they're both 90 proof.
I can't taste proof and mash bills like you can. I like that it's a limited release, and I really like the flavor profile. I actually really like the base bourbon a lot more, though.
Really? So I'm leaning towards the brandy.
Yeah?
But again, it's sweeter, and
Yeah.
I like that sweeter.
Yep.
Yeah, I like the sweeter profile.
And you're not just disagreeing with me for content?
This time I am not. Oh, man. And then you put some water in, it's even sweeter.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that now.
But I also like that tannin note, that oak tannin note. And both bottles have that note throughout.
Yeah.
And I think that's what
But again,
makes
it's the same bourbon.
Yeah, exactly. It's the
Yeah.
same bourbon. It's just one is finished differently than the
Yep.
other. But yeah, with some water in there, that tannin kind of drops a little bit, but that sweetness comes up.
Yeah, it really does. And actually, so those 3 drops of water took all the prickly feeling.
Yeah,
All gone.
It's gone.
Yep. All right. So yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
twice on Sundays.
I'll go light. We'll go an ounce and a half.
All right, I'm feeling good. What are we making again?
I make it
What
so.
are you making?
Normally, since I'm using a bourbon, I would call this a Kentucky Mule,
Yes,
but this is Dogmaster, so
a
a Missouri Mule.
Missouri Mule. Oh, I like that Missouri Mule.
Yeah,
I like the alliteration.
that's a mouthful. What did I do with?
All your mixers.
Yep.
Do you want to have a B-roll like right here, like for the pour shots?
Not particularly.
All right, I was just asking. You don't have to.
This is just for us to try. I know we're not going to drink this whole thing because we have another episode to do.
We do.
This is really
Tune in next week because that one's going to be real fun.
Is it?
Well, yeah, because we're drinking a lot in the first episode. So
That's true. Well, I mean, no, because normally we have a fluffer, and this is just taking the place of a fluffer.
no, that's true.
There you go.
All right, Missouri Mule
In my
in your Grim
branded
glasses.
my Grim mugs.
I like it.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
Tastes good. I'm sorry. Like I just thought. Excuse me for a second. I gave you the dick butt mug, and you pointed it straight at the camera, and then I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be great when I'm editing." Like it can't just be like I'm thinking to myself, "This will be great later." I can't just. I'm sorry.
In that case, I'll make sure I tilt back real good this time. I just inhaled ginger.
I've been inhaling ginger this whole time since you got here, and I'm fine.
That's because you've built up a tolerance to it.
Anyway, so I'd say so impressions. I mean, this was really good, neat. It mixes really well.
Yeah.
And it fit, not that I'm tooting my own horn, but I called it. That's exactly what I wanted it in,
Yeah.
is the mule.
No, that was really good.
This brandy finish.
I'm a big fan of the brandy finish, especially with a few drops of water in there.
Yeah.
I think it brings that sweetness a little bit forward a little bit more.
Yep.
But yeah, I think I'm ready if you're ready.
Yeah, no, I think we nailed it. I think they nailed it. I mean, this is very enjoyable.
Yes, if you're in Missouri or around the state of Missouri, I think it's where you can pick up Dogmaster.
Yeah. Please, you guys, get on Drizzly or Caskers or Reserve Bar if you can. I mean, this needs to be available
Yes.
in more states.
Yeah. 100% agree.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the banner now?
Yeah.
I had to go way back for that one.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Made me think of like episode 3.
The Phantom of the Opera.
That's. I can't.
If you liked what you saw here today, give us a like, give us a subscribe, comment down below. Van, Lisa, everybody at Dogmaster, thank you guys so much.
Yep.
Can't thank you guys enough. This was a great couple of bourbons to dive into today. And yeah, keep up with the great work.
Keep on keeping on.
I was going to say that, and then I was like, no, I'm not going to say it.
No? Should I not have
And
said
then
it?
you said it, so good times.
Yep, had by all.
Had by all.
Hopefully. You got anything else?
I did say that.
Yeah, so if you don't have anything else, no matter how you like your whiskey, it's the right way.
That's the right way.